These people will regret their decision. We are going to vandalize the school. And we're like, what? What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate the fact that you're here. It's me, it's your boy Baba Spock, and I'm checking with another story time. You dig? So back in my day, okay, first of all, I don't know why I said that like I'm 100 or something, but anyway, back in my day, I used to play hockey, and I was actually very good at it. In fact, I was my school striker, and by extension, our school team was just top notch, like stellar. We were actually on top of things, right? And because of this, we were given an opportunity to head off to Mombasa to go to the coast to participate in an inter-school tournament. This was schools just across the country and even the outskirts of the country. So we went there with the intention to win, right? We absolutely had nothing else in mind. We just knew we were going there to take this trophy home. And we were on track. We actually got to the final, and we were doing so well up until we met this referee. This ref was just out for us. Like, I don't know who paid him. I don't know what that was all about, but that guy was just not, he wasn't fair. I don't think he was fair. I think he was paid. That school paid him. He was given money to just make sure that that trophy didn't leave the school. I don't know what that was all about, but honestly, we were ripped off. We were stolen from. That's it. That's it. And obviously that just didn't make us happy at all. We were actually livid. We were angry. We were just unhappy with the situation. Because of that, like, one of my friends decided to rally our team together. And he's just like, these people stole our trophy. I don't know. I don't know where that accent's come from. I think it's the shirt. I think it's probably the shirt. But anyway, it's the voice that came to mind and I'm just gonna stick with it. So he's like, these people stole our trophy. How can they make us come this far to have our trophy stolen? And because we're in a mob mentality has kicked in. We're all just there like, yeah, they're stealing from us. How? So now this guy, he's out here and he's telling us, we have to leave our mark. We have to do something. We're like, yeah, something. He's like, these people will regret their decision. We are going to vandalize the school. And we're like, what? What? But there's that one person in the background who's just like, yeah, vandalize. And like I said, peer pressure, mob mentality, it all kicked in. So people are just like, yeah, vandalize, yeah, vandalize, yeah, vandalize. Oh man, we were so stupid. So we decided we're going to head off into one of the bathrooms and just do the thing. So because we're a crowd, we walked in, but not like too obviously, but we walked in and I was part of the crowd. So I get some toilet paper and I head off to a sink and I drench the toilet paper in water and I just fling it up onto the roof. Fling it up onto the roof, yeah? And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm a rebel. I am a, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I just committed the most heinous crime known to man. I'm there celebrating in my small victory, and then a friend of mine just literally walks right past me and goes straight to the sink that I had just used, and he literally looks at it, grabs it, literally rips it right off and puts it on the ground. Water is flooding everywhere, and I'm there left holding my TP like, sir, why? Why did you just feel the need to, is this a competition? Did I sign up to compete against you? Because clearly you felt the need to upstage me and it's making me uncomfortable. But yeah, what's that all about? And as I'm going through that thought process, another friend of mine goes to a soap dispenser and he looks it right in the soap, just straight right in the soap, and he asks the question out loud. He's like, what's this thing doing over here? Bah! Breaks it, smacks it right off the wall, and it flies right across the room. Honestly, it was really funny. It was just at that moment where I'm just holding my TP. I'm just like, okay, you guys are doing the thing, okay. And then another friend of mine walks up to the light bulb with his hockey stick, knocks it right off. At this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm not associated with these people. Yeah. But at that point, it's just like we were doing damage. We didn't do a good thing. And we finished, we walked out. Let me reiterate, I do not advocate for what we did, right? But we walked out and we headed for lunch, and the school was nice enough to give us lunch. God bless them. But we had our lunch and we were eating a bit hastily because we wanted to get onto the bus and just head off to the hotel, right? Just flee from the scene of the crime. So we finish our food and we head off to the bus. And at this point, we're all excited. Like, we're just about to start our chant because the bus is reversing out. And we're all just there like, yeah, woo, vengeance is ours. We left our mark. Yeah. Oh my word. So as we're pulling off, we see the school principal walking towards the bus. Bruh. And our faces just dropped. As in, what? I mean, did he figure out, were we acting sus? Did we give it away? Was that it? So he walks into the bus and we're all just quiet, and he starts addressing us and he's like, there have been a bunch of individuals, a bunch of scoundrels. Some people decided to go out and vandalize school property. It is disgraceful. It is dishonorable. And at this point, we're all just there like, can he see us? Because, yeah. I mean, at this point, we're thinking, man, we're going to jail. That's it. He's figured it out. You know, he's like, school is kind of sus. You guys are going to jail. At that instant, he just switches up his topic. And he starts telling us about how he's proud and he's honored to have us a part of the tournament. And he's like, thank you guys for challenging us up until the end. You guys really gave us a run for our money and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming, and we really look forward to seeing you again next year. Have a safe trip back to your hotel, and by extension, have a safe trip back home. And then walks off the bus. We were like, how did that just happen? How did we just get away with that? Honestly, I do not understand it at all. But truth be told, man, guys, we were stupid. We did stupid things. That was like the dumbest thing we could possibly ever do. Sincerely, I don't advocate for it, but that was dumb. I mean, we acted out of anger. We made such a rash decision simply because of the anger that was manifested within us. And that's just wrong. Just jumping straight into the lesson. Like, I'm looking at the scriptures and I'm looking at verses like Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 17. And it says, a hot-tempered man will do foolish things, but a wise man remains calm. And I'm like, yeah, that was foolish. That was dumb. We actually did such stupid things, just to say the least. That was so dumb. Scripture goes on further and it's like there's so many references towards just anger as altogether. There's Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 31. There's Colossians chapter 3 and verse 8. And this scriptures pretty much just say, put aside wrath, put aside malice, put aside anger, put them all away, because pretty much they just don't look good on you. And there's a reason as to why. I think it's because the consequences of the act do not justify the action. Like, think about it. Imagine he walks in to the bus and he just tells us, you guys, I mean, that was really dumb.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
There are cameras everywhere. We saw you. Like, what do you think you are doing? So just like that, you guys are going to juvie and we're going to call your folks and everything. And just then and there, I'm thinking, imagine my mom getting called. If I know my mom correctly, they'll be like, hi, so your son owes about 250,000 in damages. So we're going to detain him up until the fee is paid. My mom would probably just be like, hey, what? 200? 250? Keep him. We don't need him. Just do what you want with him. we're fine. I have others. What? Anyway, yeah, I have other ones, so it's okay. Keep him. But sincerely, the consequences would not have justified the action at all. And this is just one scenario. So many times do we act on impulse? Do we act on something, a temporary feeling? Especially anger as a whole. I'm trying to imagine a situation whereby God himself acts out of impulse. Like, the Bible talks about how in Psalms chapter 103 and verse 8 that God is merciful, he's gracious, but he's slow to anger, right? Slow to anger. Like, if he acted on impulse, I'm so sure the Bible would be like half a page long. I mean, we really did come out just pissing him off. Just, yeah, we're going to annoy you. Going to annoy you. As in, he had every right. If he was to act on impulse, he could have just ended it then and there. But you know, the good thing about God is there's grace. He is gracious. And I thank him for that. I thank you for that opportunity, right? So I'm just here thinking, we need to learn how to be slow to anger, because at this point, I'm just going to throw at you the moral. Ask yourself, will this action, or rather, will the consequences justify the action that I'm about to do? More likely than not, it won't. It will not at all. Next thing, remind yourself, God has shown me grace. God has been gracious to me, right? And he's been slow to anger. So I might as well practice that element of long suffering. Put aside my anger, put aside my wrath, and act rationally. Be that wise man who remains calm in these types of situations. Because I mean, there's always a better way to handle the situation. Anyway, with that, that's my story time. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm gonna catch you all for another story time. Yeah. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I really that guy, I really hate this chicken. It's like 3:30. Why are you crowing now? You know. Anyway, I live in an animal sanctuary. I don't know how many crows chickens do. I think it's done. Yeah, I think it's probably done. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, we'll wait. You take your time and do your job. You need to wake people up at 3 p.m. What's going on, chicken? Yani, this chicken is gonna be the whole blooper. Disappoint me one more time. Disappoint me one more time, please. At that instant, he just switches up his topic. At that instant, he just switches up. At that instant, he just switches up his topic. Your hotel and by extension, a safe trip back home. Oh, stroke.